about that, just restrung it. Actually just put these pickups in it too. It's my 89 Classic, first year run, I believe, with the Classic. Honeyburst. I just put DiMarzio. Now, for those of you that may watch this that know me, know I don't run DiMarzio. Not for any other reason than back in, I don't know, 83, 84, I put a Seymour Duncan, I believe I bought the Screamin' Demon. So whatever year that was, maybe 86? Maybe around, anyway, it was around the time that Lynch came out with the Screamin' Demon. So I just had to have one in my Charvel, so I put one in my Charvel. And from that point forward, every time I bought a Charvel and it had the JB or the 59 in it, I just fell in love with that tone, that combination. So I ran them for a long time, and I still run them. I still run a JB and a 59 for the most part. But today I decided, DiMarzio, let's give it a whirl. So super distortion in the bridge, and the PF and in the neck. I think it sounds good. Sounds really good. Not that I've ever had anything against DiMarzio. It was just the mere fact that I always ran Seymour Duncan because of that combination always just kind of grabbed my ear. But the reason I did this, for those of you going, well, why'd you? Well, first of all, it didn't have its original pickups in it anyway. It had Seymour Duncans in it. But I used to own a Honeyburst that had DiMarzios in it way back when. I didn't hang on to it very long, but I liked the look, and I actually did like the tone. So I decided to try it again, see what we get out of this. But that brings me to the why I'm making this video today. I think it's a conversation that comes up quite frequently, and especially with people that don't understand why do we have so many guitars? Why do you need a Telecaster, a Stratocaster, a Les Paul, a Charvel, an Ibanez? So it brings me around to this age-old thing. What do you prefer? Gibson Les Paul? Fender Strat? Are you a Telecaster guy? Are you an Ibanez guy? Paul Reed Smith? Charvel? Are you Jackson? Are you, Sir? Whatever. It brings it round to, people ask me all the time, why do you need so many different guitars? You don't need so many different guitars. We all know this. We're not delusional. Maybe a studio musician who is looking for multiple tones and different approaches and whatever, maybe. Live, just depends on what you're playing. My personal opinion is they both are amazing guitars. Fender, whether it's a Tele or a Strat. Tele, I think we all necessarily put the Tele with blues players or country guys. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that, mainly because those are the guys you see playing them. Strats have always been used by just about anyone and everyone. Les Pauls, same thing. To me, it is about tone. It is about what you're looking for. But then the right guy in the studio, or the right guy in general, can get what he wants out of whatever you pretty much hand him. There's a video out here, if you watch it, they hand Joe Satriani a cheap guitar, and he plays Surfing with the Alien, and you can go, dude plays what, $2,000 or $3,000 Ibanez's, and he's got, I think they hand him like $150 cheap old guitar, and it sounded great. So it's all in the hands and it's all in the approach. But I do understand that if you're trying to get a really thick rhythm section down or a thick um, sound going, that you're going to lean on a humbucker. Not necessarily the brand of guitar as much as you're going to lean on a humbucker. And if you want to have the variety of maybe thinning it out, or even, get that real nice, those options, your Strat's going to give you, they're all going to give you what you want, if depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're playing and what you're trying to achieve. But it is the age-old question of, what do you prefer? I prefer playing Charvels and Strats because of the weight. That's the weight. How heavy they are. The Gibsons are heavy. And I hate that when people go, well, get a chambered one or get a this or get a... if I play a Les Paul, I want to play a Les Paul. I want it to be that thick slab of wood that you just, But if I'm going to be standing for an hour and a half, I'd rather have a Strat or a Charvel dangling around my neck. I can get the Charvel to pull off pretty much what my Les Paul could pull off. And when it comes to the Strat, 9 times out of 10, it's because I'm going to play something more classic rock or bluesy. I'm not saying you can't make a Strat sound good. We all know you can. I mean, let's face facts. You can get your Strat to do what you need it to do at the end of the day, as you can with your Les Paul. But I just thought I'd make a quick little video and see what the opinion is. A little poll, should we say, to see what you guys think of what's your favorite, and why. Tell me why. I personally, like I said, I'll bounce back around all of them. I will. A true story, and it's going to make me sound stupid, but I'm going to say it. I played with my Charvel with humbuckers for years, and the first time someone said, "Hey man, sit down and play my Strat and play that stuff that you're playing," I will be honest, I was lost. And the reason I was lost was because I was so used to the humbucker giving me all that distortion and kind of covering up all my fluff ups, that when I played a Strat, I went, oh crap, there's no forgiveness here. You better play. That doesn't mean that you can hear someone screw up on a Gibson. Of course you can. I'm saying that I was so used to having so much distortion, so much this, so much that when I played a Strat for the first time, I was like, oh man. I went back to the drawing board really quick. And then I knew a Telly would really throw me under the bus, If you ain't picking it up and playing like Brad Paisley or Keith Urban or someone, whew, those things will leave you hanging. Anyway, I mean, tell me what it is. Obviously, there's so many brands of guitars too. Feel free to throw a guitar at me that you say, hey, Damon, that's my name. I checked on my birth certificate, by the way. It really is. Just say, hey, I play a Kiesel. I play a Gretsch. I play whatever. Tell me what you play and why, and what you feel in comparison. It's just a quick little video to just talk about that. Mainly because I've always heard everyone go, what's better, a Fender? Usually it's someone that actually doesn't play. But they've heard the name Gibson and they've heard the name Fender, and they go, well, which one do you prefer? I play Charvels and Fenders because of I like my shoulder a lot and my back, and I'm old. I don't know whether you could tell. It's just having a heavy ass Les Paul around your shoulder for an hour and a half. Well, it hurts. It hurts, okay? But I love them. I think they're an amazing guitar. I think Fenders are amazing. Anyway, it's just a quickie. Sorry for the out of tune there. But like I said, I literally just finished restringing it, Put the pickups in this morning. I will say that the Seymour Duncans that were in it did sound amazing. They did. And these sound just as good. So again, it's not that I don't like the Marzio. I've just been using Seymour Duncan for so long. I think it's just habit now. But maybe this will convert me. I don't know. I got another Les Paul sitting over there that's probably due to have some pickup change done to it. And I did just pick up, here, let me just turn this real quick, not to make you motion sickness there, but the Richie Kotzen and the Les Paul is on the stand over there. Sorry for my dirty house. I did pick up the Kotzen here recently. Great guitar. I didn't think it wouldn't be, and it's got the Marzios in it. Yeah. I didn't think it wouldn't. I didn't think Richie played probably crappy guitars, even though it's crafted in Japan, which I think, here's another debate. Do you like Japanese stuff? I do. I most of the stuff I play from Japan are great. Actually, lately anything from Indonesia has been fairly decent. So riddle me some of that in there. But give me your 2 cents on the Fender Gibson, debate. It's not a war. No reason to be at war. It's just which one do you prefer? Anyway, that was just a quick stop in. What's up? Sloppy guitar playing as usual. Nothing edited. You get to hear all the strings going out of tune. My crappy playing. Because I can. I'm going to tell you as usual, if you are looking for people to teach you, you got Robert Baker, Music is Win, Andy Wood, Uncle Ben Eller. They're out there. Go look for them. Appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Thank you for those of you that chime in and talk to me. Really appreciate all of you. I really do. And next time we're going to get these two Les Pauls side by side. Maybe I'll finish that later today and see if I can do something with that. But anyway, I appreciate you all. Peace. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't blame you. I'd sail right on by. Anyway, have a great weekend. What's left of it? How many hours? Sorry, someone had to say it. And have a great week. Peace.